welcome
to
marital hate. What is going on with my hair tonight? I don't like this one.
It's finally wrapped serape.
You're a serape.
You just call me hamburger helper in the house. You're like, easy there, hamburger helper.
Yeah, now you're serape. You were cleaning up the kitchen.
I was. I don't know why I was hamburger helper.
Because you were cleaning up the kitchen like the little hamburger helper guy.
We're marital hate. We're
You
married.
cooked and you cleaned up after yourself. You were very good. I appreciate you. Yeah, marital hate. I'm Stacy.
My name is Doug.
We are married, but we do not hate each other.
Not exactly.
That said, I am very high tonight, and
Which
when
could lead to
very
quite the
high,
discussion.
I get a little crazy and I annoy Doug, who has the beginnings or the end of a headache.
I have something.
Did you take some belladonna?
I take belladonna. I took Advil or Aleve or something like that.
Did you try some?
If I had hair that looked like you, it would give me a headache because I'd be like, I would see it out of the corner of my eyes all the time.
Well, peppermint essential oil would be very good for your headache. There's some mint over there. You could just put it up your nose.
Hello, peeps, says
What's
one
up, Tracy?
TMBZ.
So we are a live nightly interactive podcast.
We interact with each other and with you.
Yeah, Doug doesn't always look at me though. It drives me
I
fucking
would look
crazy.
at you and interact with the customers.
And customers, are they giving us money?
No.
No.
Well, Donna gave us $3 once.
That's true. We did make $3
because the podcast was that good.
It was that good. How much have we lost? Oh,
it's all right.
It's adding up.
Is it a tax write-off?
Yeah,
at least.
Yeah.
It's a money losing entity.
In any case,
I was gonna surprise people later in the show, but I might as well do it now.
Okay, I was saying something, but
we're gonna announce the formation of Marital Hate University. We will be giving people educations.
We give them education every night.
Oh,
it's edutainment, like how Disney used to do.
Edutainment, yeah. When you used to learn about I
like learning things.
The elements.
I like learning things in a sneaky way, like Caligula. That was a great one for me. Caligula was a great.
What did you learn about
the Roman Empire?
Really?
I didn't know anything about the Roman Empire before that movie.
Anything.
Then I learned that Caligula basically pimped out the wives of all the senators instead of collecting taxes.
Oh.
And people would like complain, and he slept with his horse, and his uncle was crazy and he had syphilis. And I'm very itchy. So anyway, I have a chronic illness. I have to take cannabis oil for pain most of the time at night, and so I am high as fuck right now.
Things I know about the Roman Empire: Roman candles.
Yes.
Roman Gabriel played for the Rams.
Freaky fucking sex! I'm telling you.
Roman meal bread.
Watch this movie. It was supposed to be like the I don't know, like some epic movie, like Ishtar or whatever.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like this grand
thing. And he put all this money into it, and it's a really interesting story. And the movie was interesting because I didn't watch it until like I want to say that
you were at legal age,
early 2000s.
No,
and
how do you end up watching Caligula? Just like on an afternoon.
I watched it with Dick the Barber one day.
Like, let's watch Caligula.
I watched it with Dick the Barber one day before I had to head home. So he Dick the Barber and I watched it, and I was surprised by the fancy amount of bush. It was crazy.
There was a fancy amount of. I didn't know that bush was quantified as an.
I'm just saying the afro was big at the time.
I remember we rented that movie at the video store that I worked at back in the 80s.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh, it was made in 79.
Yeah. Well, what was I supposed to watch it in 79? It was 3, and it's a fucking straight up.
You couldn't swing a dead cat without hitting bush.
It is a porno. By the way, we can't talk about.
Helen Mirren was in it.
I did not know that. Oh, she must be his sister.
Peter O'Toole, Malcolm McDowell.
See, now we need to watch it again.
I'm sorry, Helen Mirren is just plain cool.
Do we get to see Helen Mirren naked? I bet we do.
She came out on Conan one night, and it was the same night that Mick Jones was playing on the show, and she's like, I just met Nick from the Clash. She was all excited. So if she's a Clash fan, she's all right with me.
Well, the thing that's fucking crazy is that we forgot to tell people how this works. It's an interactive podcast. So as you can see, Tracy's over here and she's made a comment.
And she says hello.
So if you're on YouTube or Facebook and you comment, we can pull your comment up on the screen. If you are somewhere else, we cannot. Come on over. And you can, say hi, join the conversation, make friends, make enemies, promote yourself, whatever. We don't care. We're just glad you're here.
Do you hear that?
Yes.
Sounds like it's a African tree frog or whatever.
It's not a Cuban tree frog. The Cuban tree frogs are like.
It sounds like it's coming from here.
Are we getting cicadas soon? I don't even know how that works.
I don't know. I don't think they're this far south.
There's some.
Why they're not this far south is because there's stuff that will eat them.
There's some fucking bug somebody told me about today. I took a picture of this thing. This is fucking crazy. Not that we're like off of Caligula yet, because God knows we can't let that go. But this fucking bug somebody posted today, I was fucking dying. Did I save it? I don't think I did. I'm so.
It's a combo frog. Billy says, "What's up, Billy from Peru?"
Wow, Billy from Peru. We actually declared him we're gonna pick a special person to honor every week. And yesterday it was you.
It was him. And Ann Walker is here.
We love Ann.
Didn't mean to dox your last name there, but it's in your screen name. Hi guys, thanks for the help, Stacy. Oh, did you help Anthony? That's fantastic.
Oh my God, that was the funniest thing in the whole world. Okay, I can't find this bug, but apparently there's a bug that's got a fungus it's got an STD, or it spreads STDs.
Mm-hmm.
It's going around. Although
we talked about cicadas, I think, getting STDs.
I think that might have been what it is. But I mean, the reality is Lyme is also an STD. So there you go, girl. She got diseases.
You dirty girl.
It's fun. I am so baked, and I just don't even want to look at myself. You guys have no idea how stressful it is to look at yourself on camera like this. I mean, unless you do it, then you do. But oh my God, it freaks me out so bad. And I don't like to listen to our old podcasts. Yeah. And I don't like to make new ones. And we had to make a promo video tonight, and it was so bad.
We got a thumbs up from Derek.
What's up, Derek?
Peace. And Billy says he's touched. I returned my Princess Peach costume.
Oh, that's too bad, because
you could have made some money with that while you had it.
Yeah. Well, there's a new Princess Peach video game out.
There is, yeah. You might want to put that thing on standby, because you never know there's going to be some demand for.
Yeah, and imagine you really wouldn't fuck with somebody while they're on ayahuasca, but imagine doing ayahuasca while somebody's in the room dressed like Princess Peach. It just happens to be a very, very flamboyant Peruvian man who wants you to do ayahuasca with him.
What if he dressed up like a big giant mushroom when
then Billy would try to fuck you because he loves monster dongs.
Well, be monster. I don't know.
If he likes you, I think you guys will get along. He's
I am a friend to all.
He's just like me.
He's just like you.
Well, in the sense that he has a dirty
crazy for dick. Oh, sorry.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And he has other wonderful characteristics as well.
Like
he speaks from his soul.
Does he speak Spanish?
Yes.
Does he speak let's say Esperanto?
I don't think so.
He's
I don't know. I think he's a really spiritual person. Kind of people. And you guys should have a mandate sometime. Billy, do not flip my husband.
He's gonna try and flip me.
Did anybody ever try to flip you before?
Not that I know of.
Not even my ex-husband.
I'm not going to comment on that. Billy says, I'm still waiting for the vibrator on his head. Yeah, that's not happening. It's not happening. She wanted to use a vibrator as a microphone for our promo.
Yep. He wouldn't let me do it.
She speaks French and Italian. Sorry. I speak French, Italian. Slut. He's a language slut.
I'm fluent in profanity and sarcasm.
Very good. And Tracy's cat is trying to type. That happens, y'all. Cats will do, and then sit down on the keyboard, and you don't know what the hell.
Is it about to rain? It feels like it's about to rain.
There's not. If you look at look. Is there any clouds in the sky right there?
No, but there's just. Okay, do not tell me that the world has not been fucked up all week.
I don't know that the world's been fucked up all week.
Everybody's been having.
I think people are just trying to get back to normal.
Everybody's having weird stuff. It's not back to normal yet.
We got a big thumbs up from Little Tommy Milmore.
What can we do to make it back to normal?
Brooklyn, New York. What can we do? Let's stop talking about putting vibrators on my head and Caligula. How about that?
Those are things that make me feel safe and warm.
Vibrators on my head and Caligula make you feel safe and warm.
Yes.
Tell me you have trauma without telling me you have trauma.
I'm pretty sure this haircut tells you I got trauma.
You're
Although
more-
I
you're
don't know
more
that.
than just-
It's not that everybody who has dreadlocks has trauma. Although I think everybody has trauma, so there's that. But I do find dreadheads, most of them, particularly people who grow their locks.
Yeah.
Not to discriminate about people who have tie-ins, but I find them to be typically spiritual people. And then,
as Joe Strummer said in a song, they got a lot of reasoning in the dreadheads. Get down, Moses.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
well, but I would say that that they tend to be the spiritual types. But I had a whole point that I was going with, but you got me off track.
I don't know. Tracy says the world is fucked up, and Billy says I can think of a place she can put the vibrator instead of your head. You're not suggesting my buttock.
No, he's suggesting your rectum, like right up your asshole.
My buttock.
Yeah. Can't talk about that on TikTok. How is anybody out on TikTok going to know what a vile, dirty girl I am?
I don't even know.
It's like my eyeliner is smudged on this one.
But you're wearing the gold tonight, so you should feel empowered.
I don't. I feel like I just don't look
is
good.
Empowering.
Don't you hate that though? Sometimes you just. But we are here to be happy to be here talking to you guys.
We're here, and we are.
So anyway, anything you guys want to talk about, let us know. We're not queer.
I was going to say
We are
we're here. We're
lot.
gear. Get used to it.
Oh God.
I
I
was going to name my boat Gear as Folk.
That's silly.
Is that funny? It's not. No.
Okay, so here's my thing.
Caligula.
I really like doing the podcast,
but
sometimes it's hard to figure out what we're going to do it promo, because mostly when we do the podcast, it kind of falls off the tongue. Sometimes we get a little distracted because we both have ADD, in case you can't tell. ADD, in case you can't tell. But you know, we always figure it out. It's the promos that are tough.
The promos are
like
tough.
we can't make like fake promos. It has to come on the fly, and it usually comes by us going off and doing fun things. Right. So it just goes to show that we need to go and do as many fun things as possible.
We had to do as many fun things.
So we're going to do as many fun things as possible. We will never make a bad promo like that again. We apologize for the promo.
It was the last minute.
But it was true. I did need a snack, and I did have. And I
Tracy says that
munchies.
TikTok may not belong for the U.S. Well, there's.
I don't believe that for a minute.
I think that somebody's going to do that. All right. So today, right?
This is the leverage point.
Speaking of,
there's something happening behind the scenes that we don't see.
Speaking of promos for the podcast, we have been looking around to like cartoon ourselves or do AI images of ourselves. So
you made the cartoon.
I took a little trip.
Sorry.
Onto the computer today, and I tried to come up with I wanted to come up with a cartoon of me, right? So AI is kind of working in the cartoon. Here's some of the options that we had right here. That's not you. That's sorry. This is the one of the options. Hold on.
You know who you look. Oh God.
Hang on. We have to get this up on the screen.
I hadn't seen these yet.
Yeah, you haven't seen these, so we're gonna bring these up. There we go. All right.
You know who you look like in that one.
I wouldn't even venture a guess, but that doesn't look like me. The next one.
You don't?
The next one
you don't know who that looks like.
No. All right, so the next one's even better. Hang on. All right, so the next one's a little better.
You're Asian?
With a mustache.
I like that.
And then this one.
Oh, that's a little bit more like
I don't know what's happening here, but I think I had a baby with the brawny guy.
That's a little more like you, though.
And then this thing.
Oh, that looks just like you.
It looks like I've been made out of wax.
That's what you look like, though.
Yeah,
you look like you're made out of wax. That guy has even more gold on than you. He just needs a little less.
Who, that guy?
No, the
He's
other
like
one.
Superhero Doug.
No, this one.
This guy.
That guy is dug with extra gold.
But yeah. So anyways.
Gold on my husband.
So that's me, right? So
line. Just a matter of time on my husband.
So I went and I did one for Stacy. Now, here's the thing. That it came out like this beautiful thing.
Can I just use this all night tonight? Because I've never used a filter before, but right now I really want to use it.
But look at this. This is crazy. This is much better than Asian guy with a mustache.
But it's much better than what I look like. I don't look good. Like it's not.
Yeah.
That
I
doesn't
was
even
supposed
look
to, I was
like.
supposed to change your eyes to brown, but like because they got that alone.
And she says you look like an older Tom Brady. Do you
That's
want to
so
make
funny.
the man kill himself?
Shrek.
Tell
Yeah,
him
I
he
did
looks,
look like Shrek.
Tell him he looks like a cross between Tom Brady and Billy Joel.
Oh, Billy's
shut
got to
up.
go because he's got a douche now.
Okay.
Can we just leave that up with your cartoon because it's very funny. Anyways, I don't know. I just thought that was kind of an interesting. I don't know how Stacy looks so good, and I look like an Asian man with a mustache.
This is really the podcast where anything goes.
Anything goes on this place, at this place.
You know what's making me very sad? Oh, Keith's over on Instagram. Hey, Keith.
What's up?
My friend Keith Sargent. We went to Coil together. We were on the chess team together. We both got our varsity letters in chess. He was also in the band. And sometimes one of my favorite people, and sometimes a complete pain in my ass. And
as am I.
Keith, just so you know, Instagram is, that's pretty much how I feel about all of my friends. I'm kidding. Mostly that we get cut off by Instagram at 9:00. So they'll just like literally shut us off. So if you want to come over and join the conversation on YouTube or on Facebook, that would be good. Yeah. YouTube is the best way to go.
So I also was on the internet today, and I also found something else that looked very much like my wife. Little even more so than the cartoon. It was this coffee that someone had today.
That's nice.
Kind of reminded me of you.
Why would that remind you of me?
Well, because I got big old titties.
I thought.
See what I'm saying? Like this titties and like long hair.
Yeah, I know what my.
See what I'm saying?
Somebody like kind of mocked me about my hair today.
You told me that.
It was really funny. I started to tell you this before. So this person it was just me and this other person, and they said, "Can I ask you something?"
It's never good. It's never.
And you won't be offended. I'm like, you won't be offended, will you? I'm like, you ask me anything. Why do you wear your hair like that? But like she was trying so hard to be nice about it, but it was so abundantly clear that she was like, "What the fuck?" Because this first time this woman ever saw me, she was literally like, "Listen," she's just looking at me like this for like a good 2 minutes. It was the funniest fucking thing, and I said hi. I'm like, "It's nice to meet you." So I told her all about my hair. I let her touch it, and she felt the weight of it, and
well, it was an educational moment.
I've had more conversations with little old ladies about my hair.
Yeah, that's funny.
Everybody asks about my hair.
Well, we do. Tom says you should allow for photos here in the comment thread. I don't know that that's not up to us. I don't
honey.
think.
It's not an us thing. It's
if you
want to send us something.
Yeah, you could get our own private text line, and you could text it over.
Yeah, Tom, just text one of us.
Yeah.
Ow, my stomach. Oh.
Uh oh. She's going into labor, folks.
I'm not going into labor. Jesus Christ. I just have pains in my stomach, and I want to order takeout, but we can't because I'm a cryptal.
A cryptal?
I don't even know what that means.
She's a cryptal. She's a cryptal, and I'm hamburger helper.
I don't even know what a
cryptal. She's a cryptal. She's a cryptocurrency. Maybe we could pay for cryptal food with cryptocurrency.
You're a cryptologist.
I don't know. I'm cryptozoology. Is what I am. All right. So I have some things I found on the internet today. If we want to pull these up.
I do like the internet.
And I know Tom's got some stuff, so maybe he'll send them along.
My hair is bad tonight.
So we're gonna go back to our coffee boobs. All right. So apparently there a commuter rail hit a boat.
In
and
Boston?
They don't know how it got there. Yeah, somewhere in Boston.
What's going on in that?
I don't know what's happening there.
What happens? We leave and the whole place goes to shit.
The whole place is going crazy.
Jesus
So it's going crazy.
People, we are not here to save Massachusetts.
Yeah,
anymore.
we can't help you people anymore.
We're in Florida now.
Then
we can't even help ourselves.
This was part of a video, but the rest of the video stunk. But I thought this Sainsbury boil in the bag buttered piss flaps. I can't even imagine what these are, but I thought it was.
Is that some sort of
I suppose if you're gonna have
incontinence garment for women,
I guess if you're gonna have a piss flap, you might as well butter it, and enjoy it with that.
Are they trying to market it in a sex way?
No, I don't think so.
People who are into
but I don't know what that is. I don't know what a piss flap is. I don't know.
But I'm thinking it could be somebody's vulva.
I don't know, but that's what.
And if you were gonna, maybe it's a pig vulva. And they say that you should boil it in the bag in butter. It'll be delightful.
So
maybe it's even better than bacon.
It could be. World is crazy right now. In the ER again last night. We will chat later.
Said that.
And then Michelle, who's too nice to be watching this show, saving our state is hopeless. LOL.
Oh, dude, Michelle, I have a fucking story for you.
So let me so we have this happening in Florida. Talk about
That's
Massachusetts. This happened about 30 minutes north of here.
At least it's a gator
in a driveway.
At least it's. Oh, but if that was under my we keep the Jeep in the garage. But if that was under my Jeep, what would I do? He's under there. I can't get in the Jeep.
And you couldn't honk the horn at him because your horn doesn't work. I don't
have a horn. I don't even have an emergency brake. I couldn't protect the little bugger.
Would you go and Steve Irwin by the tail? You would Steve Irwin him, pull him out from under, and get back in the car and drive away.
What happens when I bend over?
Usually good things.
Not that kind of bend over. I bend over not on my knees in the bedroom with my ass up in the air, my face down.
Well, that's a little descriptive.
When I bend over to pick up something off the ground because I have POTS.
Yeah,
it's just part of my Lyme diagnosis. I get all things.
She just keeps going. Is what happens. So just be glad, Massachusetts, that you've only got certain problems up there, like snow. We have like live alligators under our cars running around. Like in their mating, it's the mating season. So that thing under there was looking for some loving. And so it's just
so why didn't would you give it loving?
Would I give an alligator loving? No, the alligator was no part of me. It's like
if we're on an island.
Yeah. And an alligator.
And it was just you and an alligator. And the alligator was like rubbing itself on you.
Well, it depends if it was a sexy lady alligator without teeth.
Well, I don't know that that's a good idea. What?
I thought the without teeth thing was pretty funny.
The without teeth thing is
because good. You could get oral from the toothless alligator and it would be enjoyable. But if they have teeth, I'm just trying to.
I knew that you were actually horrible. So I have a question.
Bring it.
Yay or nay on my hair?
Yeah, but that right now?
In general.
It looks like an igloo of some sort.
We should sell a little Stacy doll where people can style my hair however they want. That would be funny.
Tracy says she would aim right between the gator's eyes and have gator meat. It's delicious. Yes, we've had it a couple times down here. We've also had the frog leg down in the Everglades.
Could somebody please make us Stacy and Doug dolls? That would be so fucking funny. You know those people that repaint the Barbie dolls?
Yeah.
Then they could make you one with like a fuzzy fleece jacket that has a Buffalo Bills logo on it and some pajama bottoms. How would they put the scowls in Ken's face?
They'd probably a soldering iron. They could just melt them in place.
Silly. Okay, I have many things.
You have many things.
Well, not many.
All right. Let's see what you have prepared.
Ooh, okay, my story about Anne. This is the funniest thing. So, my friend Anne and my friend Lori are trying to coordinate a purchase, and I introduced them, and Lori is asking me to figure out what kind it was, and I can't remember.
My name.
So then I'm like, I have no idea. I really have no idea. I must have 50 of them. I have every kind of essential oil in my house. I have no idea which one I gave her that day. And so Anne was going to get some essential oils.
Yeah.
And then so she messages me and is like, hey, what kind of oil did I have at your house? And I'm like, I don't know. And
so she's in the ER.
What?
Anne said she was in the ER. World is crazy right now. In the ER again last night. We will chat later.
Jesus. I am so sorry. Elias, is everything okay?
Yeah, I think she left. But wow. And Tracy says, in general, yay on your hair.
Thank you.
But right now, don't know what the fuck it's doing.
I love it.
So that's see, it doesn't know what it's doing. Honest commentary from the peanut.
We appreciate that about you. Okay, so the point I was making is that we went in this circle about 6 times.
Yes.
About
what
kind of oil I had. And then I was telling Lori she should make bomb pops with assortments of oils. And then she was like, I can't what's a bomb pop? And I had to send her a picture of the bomb pop. And then she said, oils don't freeze. And she was missing my point completely, but I appreciate her.
Yeah.
And it was just a funny conversation. I felt like I was like it was the funniest thing. I felt like I was in a sitcom. And but it worked out in the end, I hope. And,
there's nothing more frustrating for me than like trying to explain something and people just you go around and you're like, it's like a Abbott and Costello thing. That's so frustrating for me.
It drives me insane because I I am like trying so hard to be patient out the gate, and being patient is not my strong suit. It's
really,
I'm not even a little patient. It's terrible. My impatience is probably my biggest flaw, that I can be impatient.
That's your biggest flaw.
So I can be impatient. I'm working on it.
All right. All right.
But when you're impatient,
yeah,
and the same question is asked of you,
yeah,
twice, and the first time you're like, ugh. And it's not that, it was like, it's just like, how do you expect me to know that? That's just like, and it wasn't ill intended or anything like that, but it was just funny because I was like, how do you expect me to know that?
Yeah, that was a little
and
bit,
it's not because
that's a little bit much,
and it's not because they should have known either that I wouldn't know that. It's just because I have so much oil.
If you had
so much
one bottle of oil for your whole life, you would have been able to answer that. But apparently they were not.
I've had every kind of oil that I can possibly get from her. That's craziness. So I have a lot of essential oils, and I highly recommend them.
I have the moon over my head. I don't know if anybody can see that, but that is the moon over my head. Does that make me a moon head?
I don't even think anyone's ever used the word moon head before. I'm a little sad our little friend Courtney isn't here.
She's probably putting her 8 kids to bed.
I want to get back to the fact that Helen Mirren and Malcolm McDowell were in it. I feel like we should watch this. Why does the name Lori Wagner sound familiar?
Because
some guy named Guido Manari. I think this was formed in Italy for some reason. In any case, I think we should have like a Caligula watch party where we all sit at home and watch Caligula.
I don't know about that.
What the fuck? Okay, what am I gonna do? So what are you doing over there?
That's Helen Mirren in Caligula right there.
Yeah, I don't think she was in any sex scenes, but I could be wrong.
You might be wrong, because
she might have fucked her brother at one point.
Look at this right here with the brother. I don't know who that is, but he naked right there.
Yeah, no, he fucked everybody, including his horse.
That's a movie still, so
he fucked his horse. You can't do that, and you certainly can't talk about it on the internet.
Okay, we're not gonna.
Which is weird, because that's half the reason the internet was invented, is so freaky people could do their sex things together.
I don't know what's happening.
Some of them are
Helen Mirren.
Yeah, no, they were like that.
Some company.
Some people are doing nefarious things in the world, and it sucks.
I don't like that.
The nefarious doers have to ruin it for everybody else. I mean, not just like the internet, but like and fun, but like also the world. Like they ruin
things.
How do you how do you marry that in your mind? Like everybody, there's God in the face of everyone, right? Everyone is in everyone and everything.
Right.
And when you meet someone that is such a colossal piece of fucking shit.
Yeah.
How do you rectify that? That's what I'm having trouble with.
That's a tough one, especially when you
Well, when we try to be empathetic and understand that everybody's born perfect and they become who they are based on the stuff that happens in their lives. But like, okay, I personally know people that like have actively chosen to do the wrong thing when given the opportunity, that are like what one would call a narcissist.
Yes.
And I know that phrase is being thrown around a lot, so I hate to use it, but they do exist. Sociopaths exist. We're talking about people that, I don't know that they can be fixed.
Well, that's the thing, because I think they're broken in a way they can't see that they're broken. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and the more anyone tries to tell them that I think that I don't know that there's a way to break through to people with some sort of empathetic disconnect. But isn't that a nice phrase? Empathetic disconnect.
Makes you sound fancy.
But you know what? Here's the thing. Having an empathetic disconnect is something we could all use every now and again. I don't, it's really hard to do that for me, but I'm trying to get better at it. Particularly in terms of the business. and just people really like trying to take advantage of our kindness. Like we have to treat it as if it's, we're the people behind the business, but the business is its own little entity.
Yeah, people.
So we have a kind of a mutual respect for what it is, because
I think everybody in the world should have mutual respect for each other, because you earn respect.
I'm talking about us as people and the business as a business.
Right. Well, Tracy chimes in with, my empath side drains the shit out of me. Absolutely. It's taxing.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Like,
Today was a long day for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't anything bad. It was just,
but it was long.
I've just been thinking about everybody, and I'd stayed up late working on the podcast, and then I did that terrible video, and I'm having technical difficulties that are frustrating me, and I can't get anybody on the phone.
Well, let's get back to your little noties, because I think you had some interesting stuff.
Okay, so we had some notes tonight about oh god, it's so stupid. So and I spelled Chick-fil-A wrong. So so today there's this like huge like thing where Mark Hamill came out and said he wasn't voting for that he was voting for Biden.
Yeah.
And it's like, woohoo, Mark Hamill's voting for Biden. And there's like people, and the thing about,
hey, he was in Corvette Summer.
But well, that's wonderful.
He carries some weight.
But the fact that that anyone would base how they vote on how a celebrity votes
Hamill
is completely fucking insane.
And then, I gotta say about Mark Hamill, he had some skeletons in his closet. His father was a bad guy. Cut his hand. His father cut his own son's hand off.
Oh my god, what is wrong with you? Can I just with Mark Hamill? So
Corvette Summer.
So here we have these idiots
that will listen to anybody.
And I'm not saying that people that follow Mark Hamill and would take specifically Mark Hamill's advice.
Patrick's not going to be happy with you.
But if you are that much of an idiot that you vote the way a celebrity votes, because you're so weak of spirit,
what celebrity would you like if told you to vote one way? Would you vote that way?
Never. I mean, honestly, every celebrity that when celebrities come out with opinions that are aggressive, more often than not, they're losing my attention.
So how did the Mark Hamill thing come out? Was he like in an interview like, hey, who do you like from the election?
But he was like, I stand with Joe Biden, which is like, okay, I can understand being like, I'll vote for whoever's not Trump. I can understand being like, I'm going to vote for Kennedy, but to be like, I'm going to vote for Biden at this point, I don't understand it. But I guess there's people that are going to do it.
It's kind of like buying green bananas, because you don't know if he's going to make it till November.
I think it's buying green bananas. No, it's like buying brown spotted bananas that have been run over by a truck
in November.
And their granddaughters or their daughters' journal was just fucking found.
Well, I will say this.
That whole thing is fucking gross.
Is what?
So some girl stole.
Oh, the Biden diary or something.
The Biden diary, and she got a month in prison. And some guy they were like using examples of violent criminals who are out on the streets, but she has to do a month in jail. But which is a very valid point. But the key point is that the journal was in fact real, which means that some of the things that have been speculated about the book or even documented about the book, including comments about Biden showering with his daughter, etc. When
the daughter's like 2 years old is probably not a big deal.
It was not then. It was
like last year.
This was later in her life.
Was it last year?
She was a young girl, not young girl, but like a old enough to have a journal, but young enough to not know to speak up. Not that anybody knows to speak up, but whether that's the case or not, the point is that this girl is doing a month in prison. I don't think you should steal someone's journal, even though I had a journal fall on my lap once and I feel like an asshole because I read it. I'm the worst. But it actually, I read it from a place of compassion, and I feel even more compassion for this person now. So anyway, yes, sometimes I'm a horrible person. I should burn in hell. What was the point of my story?
Mark Hamill.
So Mark Hamill said that, and there's people that are going to change the way they vote.
Nobody's going to change the way they vote because Mark Hamill said.
You have no idea how stupid people are. You don't think?
Oh no, I understand how.
You don't know how stupid there's not people that are going to go out and vote for the first time because
Mark Hamill said something?
Mark Hamill. You don't think that there's people that change their vote because of celebrities? Really? Hamill. Like they can sway an election in the snap of a fingers. And here, to that point, today Donald Trump was at Chick-fil-A, and now hashtag Chick-fil-A is trending. So these two things are dichotomy, trending. And so Donald Trump was giving away 30 milkshakes today at Chick-fil-A.
I hope he prepaid.
That is going to be election interference. That is going to be called election interference. Mark my words.
I hope they didn't take a check.
I'm sure Chick-fil-A happily donated it because they had the PR of having the one that Trump was at.
Look, and every Chick-fil-A I've ever been by has a line out to the road.
Yeah, they're not hurting for anything.
I don't think they're hurting.
No, they're not, but that secures their future well into the future.
Ian says, "I'm here. It was me." Oh, she was in the ER. I hope we're not telling tales.
Jesus.
I don't want to. I want to
skirt.
I want to skirt HIPAA laws.
Here's how it works. You say what you don't give a shit if the whole world says on the comments. If you have something that you want to say that you would like to keep between us, send me a text message.
Right.
If you don't have my phone number, then become friends with me. Come to the podcast a lot, and I'll eventually give it to you. And then you can also DM me on or email me
at
maritalhate@gmail.com. But I don't see those like right away. I see them whenever.
Wow. Your mailbox full of Art's dong.
Just the two?
So many times does he have to send you pictures? It doesn't change that much from day to day.
Actually, it was much different. So there's that. It was a different camera angle. I really want to have an RV and live in one.
An RV?
Yeah.
I thought you said you wanted to have an orgy and live one.
No, I want to have an RV and live in it and travel, and like do a podcast on the road, and you could like perform as a musician on the road. And
Ann says, "Yeah, it worked out. I was in the middle of a shitcom."
Oh, that's a lot.
We're doing a lot of yawning tonight, me and you.
I have been so tired all day, and I took cannabis oil like 5 o'clock, so I'll be up at 6 tomorrow.
Well,
okay, so I had a couple of other little where'd it go? How do I find this? That's my sound. Do you like it? Okay. Apparently, Margot Robbie is once again trending. Everybody fucking loves Margot Robbie.
What's not the love?
She's so beautiful.
What's not the love?
She just has the best energy, and I don't think that there's anything she can't do. Like,
unless you're a big fan until she comes out and votes for Biden. She can't vote for Biden. She's Australian.
I don't know if she has already. I don't know, but she's a very beautiful woman, and she presents very well. She presents as down to earth. I think really that role in I, Tonya was unbelievable.
She was very good.
Did she win an Oscar for that, or just nominated?
I don't think she won an Oscar. No, I don't think so.
Somebody must look that up. I would love that.
I'm looking up right now.
So anyway, she's producing a new 2 movies. One of them is a Sims movie. Which will be, imagine similar to Barbie. And then the other one is a live action Monopoly movie. She's just
I'm not sure how they're going to do that.
She's going to do Ants in the Pants next.
Operation. What else could she do?
I feel like Operation could be done well.
Perfection, where all the seats in the movie theater pop up at a surprise time. Kerplunk. She could do Connect 4. It would be Siamese twins, but there's 4 of them.
Is there a game you wouldn't want to play with Margot Robbie?
Yeah, that game where you put the thing in your mouth and you look goofy. I don't want to look goofy.
Oh, you love her.
She's a handsome woman, and
she's not a handsome woman. She's drop dead gorgeous.
Okay, she's a smoke show, as the kids say nowadays. She's fire.
I don't think the kids say that things are fire, but maybe they do.
But she's really not my type.
Okay. Thank you for that, I guess. That was almost a compliment. Aerosmith hashtagging because they're doing a final farewell tour.
Oh yeah, supposedly, yeah.
They're coming apparently.
They're running out of daylight, these folks.
They're going to be in Tampa.
Yeah, they're coming to Tampa.
Do we price those tickets at all?
No.
Well, did you consider the fact that I might be interested in seeing them?
You might be interested in seeing them.
What ridiculous thing are you going to say right now?
Go ahead. Let's see,
what are you going to say?
No, I'm not going to say. Oh, they're playing with the Black Crows too. I like the Black Crows.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. Black Crows are also trending. Why?
Oh no. I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know.
What are you even saying?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
He doesn't know what he's saying. Okay, so tickets are for Jesus Christ, complicated. $1,300 for floor.
$1,300.
$900 for the balcony.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to the
deck,
show.
$601.
It does not look like we're going to the show.
No, we're definitely not. $420. Oh, $420. $420 behind the stage.
Behind the stage, you see nothing, and it's $400. Unless they walk this way.
I don't think they're going
Talk
to do that.
this way.
We could win tickets to this.
We could have just gone over their house in Marshfield.
I know.
Duxbury.
I'm not that excited by Aerosmith. I figured tickets would be wicked cheap down here. I wonder what they are in Massachusetts.
I don't know. They're probably playing 47 nights in Massachusetts.
Probably.
I will say this: there's a bunch of good shows coming to Boston. They have The Damned, Stiff Little Fingers, Cheap Tricks coming to the House of Blues. That would be a great show.
Speaking of one, Douglas Gear, my husband right here, has what did you do? Finished an album. He wrote, produced, and played every song on the album, and he just released it. It's called Doug Gear Songs 1 through 10. It's available on Spotify and
it is
Apple Music and Amazon Music and YouTube, and
it's everywhere
you can find music
is,
except maybe a music box. I've never had a music box in your music, but I would like one.
But it do look like this. That's what you look for. Go to those places, and you look for me screaming into a mic. That's what you do. You look for that.
Old man, he made 10 songs and released them.
So go buy, listen. Thank you.
We would appreciate it if you could support Doug. It's one day when he's famous touring musician, you can be like, I shared him back in the day.
Shared him?
We'll
shared a bed.
Meaning they supported you as a new artist,
and
then maybe they get like.
Is that the podcast guy whose wife put stuff on his head?
Tickets.
He's trying to do music now.
Maybe we do a free show for them or something. What am I looking at? I don't even know.
I'm not having them pay $420 to sit behind the stage. No,
that's fucking ridiculous. I wouldn't let anybody do that. That's craziness. Keanu Reeves is also trending because another John Wick movie is coming out. Do you have a favorite Keanu Reeves role?
Probably Bill and Ted's, I think. I don't know. I think that's the only thing I can think of him
I think it was called Knock Knock. That was insane.
I haven't seen him in a lot of stuff.
Let's pull this up. Well, Speed. You love Speed, but you love Sandra Bullock.
No, I don't love Sandra Bullock.
You don't love Sandra Bullock?
No.
Everybody loves Sandra Bullock.
She's okay. She's been good at stuff.
Everybody loves Sandra Bullock. All right, Keanu Reeves is in The Matrix, all those series.
I never saw Point Break either.
Speed, Point Break, Cyberpunk, John Wick. Who knew Keanu was going to be a fucking action star?
He was in SpongeBob the movie.
Cyberpunk, Bill and Ted Face the Music, original Bill and Ted's. I got to go OG Bill and Ted's. Toy Story 4, John Wick, Replicas.
What's his earliest role? Let's find out his earliest role.
John Wick,
probably Bill and Ted's.
Quantum is Calling. I think it might even be something before
I have
that.
Not seen any of this.
Knock Knock, Henry's Choice, The Day the Earth Stood Still, Echo, Constantine. He was great in that. What's that one with Charlize Theron? Sweet November. Hardball, The Gift. I vaguely remember that. The Watcher, The Replacements,
Johnny Mnemonic,
Devil's Advocate. Jesus Christ!
Little Buddha, where he got all serious.
What can this man not do? Bill and Ted's, My Own Private Idaho.
Oh, that's right.
Paula Abdul, Rush. He's in the video.
No, he's not.
That's amazing from 1991.
That is a riot. You heard it here first.
I had no idea.
You heard it here first that Keanu Reeves.
Somebody needs to find that right now.
Abdul.
Doug, find it. That's crazy. She was in Providence. He was in I Love You to Death, Tracy Ullman Show. Of course, Parenthood.
He was on the Tracy Ullman Show.
He was great in Parenthood. Remember, he talked to the little brother and was like a good dad to him, and was a good dad to the daughter's twins. Yeah, I really liked him in that. Dangerous Liaisons, which I've never seen. Oh my God. MTV Music Television MTV presenter. Wait, was Keanu a presenter on MTV?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, we need to know about that.
Okay, all right. Well, here he is, right here.
About that.
This is. I'm going to do it without the sign, but
this is away, hanging in Coca-Cola. Coke is it? He was a biker.
All right, so here is Keanu in the Paula Abdul thing. Like, here he is. He's running after Paula.
Oh my God!
Hey, Paula. Ooh, na 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 na.
That's amazing.
And there he is. Apparently, they went back in time in a DeLorean. And
she's a scrundy. Oh, it's supposed to be like the sock hop. I love it. Look at this.
Yeah, the kiss that puts my soul at ease. Keanu.
Oh, he's so cute.
But why does he have long hair in the 50s? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Because he was a greaser.
I think,
or he was.
I just think he didn't cut his hair for
gender
the role.
identity.
They probably gave him $50 on lunch.
Some people have trouble knowing what they want to be. Okay, so what was the other one I wanted to see that he was in? It was ridiculous.
Oh, Coke commercial.
No, it was something.
Kellogg's Special Flakes.
Wasn't Coca-Cola. Oh, maybe the Keanu Reeves Coca-Cola, but it was something else.
I don't know.
He was in a cornflakes commercial. Oh, was he on MTV?
Oh, MTV. I don't know.
Can you look that one up? So back to the list while Doug looks for that. We have also inflation. So Doug and I already kind of discussed this, but do you guys have any idea? Then we've got comments. Do you guys have any idea what the fuck is going on in the world around us in regards to inflation? Okay, so yes, it was. It worked out, and I was in the middle of the shitcom. That's funny. Margot, as Harley Quinn, was amazing, and then my old neighbor was a narcissist, but it took me a year to find out. Oh, I'm sorry. It's sickening. Pray for them. It's sickening about the journal. I actually read some of it a long time ago. She said they published a portion of it. Biden belongs somewhere other than where he is. Oh, I think that's a very kind way of putting it. Doug may not agree. Keanu is such a great person inside and out.
Yeah, he definitely
does. And if he comes out with some ridiculous thing, I'm going to cry. I don't care who knows. I'm just tired of the shithole thing and I want it to go away. No, I agree with you. She says it's my 5th bout of diverticulitis since September 23rd. I don't complain, but maybe I should.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I will tell you that Fen Cho has changed my life. Fen Cho, a little bit of coconut oil, magnesium, like the perfect mix. Magnesium, coconut oil, and Fen Cho. That's the magic combination. And you can just get the spray on oil magnesium for the bottom of your feet. And you can put it in your armpits. If it burns and itches, it's because you're super deficient. I also recommend Epsom salt baths.
If it burns and it itches, you're deficient.
Was he an MTV VJ?
I didn't. I know it didn't. It just looked like he was on MTV at some point.
So who the fuck knows?
We don't know. Inconclusive.
Oh my God, you guys! I'm so sorry.
Inconclusive.
Do you think I say sorry funny? Like I say sorry?
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes you will.
So inflation.
Yeah.
We discussed this. You were like, I don't know. What did you say? You said something really low. Like
you said going back to 2021.
Yeah. 19%. 19%.
How do they factor that? They figure food, oil prices,
I don't know,
housing,
the GDP,
clothes, whatever.
They call it the basket of market goods.
The basket of market goods, like the market basket.
And then they factor in housing and all that stuff, but everything's gone up.
Yeah.
And you don't know which numbers they used, but for me, it's felt like everything's gone up 30%.
I think things have gone up, and then some things have come down, and usually when things go up, they don't ever come back down. But eggs have come down a little bit.
One thing that I have noticed is that because a lot of people are starting to grow eggs at home.
The other thing too is that and as Tracy says, supply and demand. Our supply chain and stuff got completely fucked during COVID. So I think that that might have had some lag.
Well, some people would tell you that was by design. I don't know, but I do have some questions because you have to look at it this way. When the government publishes numbers, you don't know what their true intentions are. You don't know if they're manipulating the numbers to manipulate the American public, to manipulate elections, to manipulate the stock market. It's really fucking crazy. It's so hard. Again, today we have people cheering for Trump in a black neighborhood, and then you've got Mark Hamill and all the Star Wars people are not going to vote for Trump, or no, they're going to vote for Biden. They didn't even say anti-Trump. Which, by the way, all this anti-Trump stuff, all it does is help him. You don't like him? Then stop giving him attention. Duh. Anyway, I just thought it was ironic that it was just going in two completely different directions. And then the inflation thing, I was like, fuck. So inflation is currently at 19%. I still think it's higher than that. And that's it for those. Today we did an apology for the promo that we did that was terrible. Our opening cartoon was "Stop Reaching for My Dick. You are the only husband on the planet," saying that right now because every time I just...
It's not the time or place.
What do you mean? We're at our house. We're married.
We're on a live internet stream, and it's not
That's
for
the
pay.
perfect place to do it. We could
and it's not for pay.
Okay, we'll do a for pay channel if we get enough followers. It'll be cool. When we get enough followers, we will do a pay channel. And also, we're willing to be swingers if you take us on vacation.
We're not.
All
I need is yeah.
Last night you started on your Goonies tirade, but our little friend wasn't here. Wanted to go. Who wanted to go? I thought it was Courtney that wanted to go on the Goonies tirade, wasn't it?
Oh, somebody was saying they'd fight me for the.
I think it might have been Donna, but
no,
yeah.
Donna wanted to fight me because of the Goonies.
Doug does not like the Goonies. I didn't even get to talk about it.
Piece of crap.
I'm not saying that anybody had a crush, but I am saying that Doug looks just like Sean Astin. I did the Stray Cats, but I was in such a hurry when I did it that I cut that guy's
Stray Cats are touring. There's another show I'd like to see.
And the MFK on that, pretty much everybody wanted to either F or M Brian Setzer, F or M or K Brian Setzer.
Yeah.
One person
I met Slim Jim Phantom once. He's a very nice guy.
Sean said that he doesn't want to be around a guitarist like of Brian Setzer's character because he doesn't feel like he can compete.
Brian Setzer is an amazing guitar player.
Okay,
I put him up against pretty much anybody.
Stinky Feet versus Bad
Stinky Feet versus Bad Breath. I'm going Stinky Feet any day. I can cover those things up. I can spray them with the Desenex. I can spray them with Tough Acting, Tenactin.
Billy from Peru, we love you because we do. And then there was some weather thing. And then, of course, we asked everybody if they could be any age permanently, what age would they be? And I said I would be a 12-year-old boy. Billy suggested that I become what do you call it?
Twink?
Close. A Boy Scout. No, an altar boy.
Oh, well, yeah. Same difference.
26, 33, 40, and the Age of Reason from Jason Goo. Those are interesting answers.
I think you'd probably want to be old enough to drive because it sucks not being able to drive.
Yeah, I don't know. I do have something interesting to say.
Bring it.
I am so tired. I have a bunch of stuff I wanted to talk about. I just don't have it in me.
Well,
we could
do gratitude.
Yeah, let's do gratitude. I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for cannabis. I'm grateful that it's taken my pain away. I'm grateful for all the amazing things to come. I'm grateful I got to hang out with dolphins this week. I'm mostly grateful for my husband.
Thank you.
I'm grateful for all of you guys. I'm too high to know your names or even my own. And I'm grateful that I don't know.
I'm grateful for cereal for dinner. I have some sort of all natural stuff that's like granola, dried blueberries, almonds. It's really good and it's good for you and it's super low in sugar. And I get it at Costco. I'm thankful for Costco.
I am thankful for Costco.
I'm thankful that it's Wednesday and you got to go to your group. You felt good enough for that.
God, that was awesome.
Thankful for this beautiful weather. We had the house open this morning. It was very, very nice. Tracy is thankful for us both. Grateful for her MRIs being done. Congratulations. And thankful for the chicken cacciatore for dinner. That is crazy.
What is chicken cacciatore? And
you take chicken and you catch it
with a tori.
And then you mix it in a
broth
of tori.
I'm way too high to be here, and I'm super tired. I love you guys, but we've got to go.
I gotta get her into bed or something.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
It is.
Tomorrow we very well may have guests from the Apothecorner on.
Maybe.
Super excited.
You don't know what we're gonna have.
Super excited.
We'll see you tomorrow night.
Love you.